Delhi's air pollution is out of control. The organization responsible for controlling pollution today put out this advertisement, this PSA in the newspapers today. The fact that they put out a PSA is a good thing. The other fact is that it actually gave a lot of prominence to the health advisories over here, as you can see. But there were at least 5 things which, in my opinion, they got wrong. The first problem is that the most vulnerable sections have been reduced to a footnote, quite literally over here. Sure, they have been included, but right at the bottom it says, for the vulnerable population, children, old age groups, pregnant women, those with respiratory or cardiovascular or other issues, outdoor working people, they should be very careful and they should avoid physical activities. And that's for stage 1 poor. We are way beyond that. Problem number 2, nowhere in the health advisories does it say masks should be worn. A lot of experts and doctors recommend that as the first line of defense against air pollution, and especially at these levels, which are many, many times above what the WHO's guidelines are. Problem number 3, there's no mention in this entire advertisement on the risk of death. That's something that the DPCC itself has acknowledged a couple of years ago by saying that air pollution is a silent killer, and that's something that is backed up by a lot of science. Problem number 4, there is a lot of focus on vehicular pollution, which is good because a lot of the pollution in Delhi, even these days in the peak pollution season, is from vehicles. But it takes no responsibility as a wing of the government for solutions. In 3 places, it mentions vehicular pollution. However, there is zero action in incentivizing users to get vehicles off the road. For example, slashing the prices of the Delhi metro or the bus fares. Problem number 5, at the very start, it advises vehicle owners to get their PUC certificates. Now, the problem is that the PUC certificates, the pollution under check certificates, are themselves a problem because they do not measure air pollutants such as particulate matter, PM2.5, PM1, and nitrogen oxides, which comes from burning fossil fuels in vehicles. That is something that needs to be updated, but it's been hanging fire. Apart from all this, what the Delhi Pollution Control Committee does do is offer some general advice, like plant more trees or prefer hybrid vehicles or EVs. Now, in the middle of an extreme air pollution event, which has been going on for several days, that's hardly something that's going to bring immediate relief. What the Delhi Pollution Control Board and the Delhi government can do is try and take some pragmatic steps. For instance, in the short term, cut the fares of the Delhi metro and buses so that more people start using them. And there are sufficient funds to subsidize this at least for a few days or a couple of weeks.